Molly Mae is making headlines for her split with Tommy Fury, being heavily criticised for airing out serious personal living situations involving more than just herself in her brand new documentary series, airing out Tommy Fury's dirty laundry in front of the whole world. Molly Mae is without a doubt one of the biggest influences in the UK. She skyrocketed to fame after starring in what many consider the most iconic season of Love Island, one of the biggest reality shows to come out of the UK. And unlike most reality stars, her success didn't fizzle out after the show. If anything, it exploded. She and Tommy Fury were the golden couple, the fans' favourites, the Love Island dream that actually made it into the real world. Their relationship was something people rooted for, until recently when things took a turn no one saw coming. On August 14th, 2024, Molly Mae posted an Instagram story that shocked her fans. After 5 years of being together, I never imagined our story would end, especially not this way. I will forever be grateful for the most important thing to me now and always, my beautiful daughter. Without us, there would be no her. The post stirred a range of public reaction, with many fans expressing deep disappointment, having admired the couple since their time on Love Island and viewed them as a model relationship. But part of her statement brought her a lot of critics. She stated, "Whilst I attempt to navigate the coming days and weeks, please kindly respect my privacy over this difficult time." This appeal led to a wave of reactions on social media platforms, with many users pointing out the inherent contradiction. If you want privacy, why announce it to millions? Celebrities always ask for privacy after sharing their personal lives. It's part of the deal. Molly Mae addressed the breakup in her next YouTube vlog, where she clarified her stance.
I feel like a lot of you will have probably clicked onto this video because you want me to sit down and talk about everything that's gone on the last couple of weeks, spill the tea and give you sort of a story and explain what's been happening. But to be honest with you, that was never something that was going to happen, and it's not something that I ever plan on doing or talking about. I don't really ever plan on talking about the last couple of weeks. It's not something that I feel comfortable with, and I know, like I say, this is real life. It is not drama, it is not tea, it is not a publicity stunt. Like, this is, as much as I wish it was, this is real life, and it's very sad.
It is understandable. They were already in the public eye from the show they went on when they were very young. Fans were already keeping tabs on their relationship, so it felt right to let them know, and that doesn't necessarily mean she has to release details on the breakup. Up until this point, it seemed a reasonable way for her to navigate this situation, and she wasn't yet under complete fire. Until the announcement of the series Molly Mae Behind It All. The first 3 episodes premiered on Prime Video in January 17th, 2025, with the remaining episodes scheduled for release in spring 2025. The series sparked significant debate, and the main discussion points being critics accusing her of unfairly portraying her ex-partner, Tommy Fury, and profiting from their personal struggles, and completely negating everything she claimed about how she wanted to keep the situation private and didn't want to air any details of the situation. A Reddit user stated, "Watching this for the first time, I realized how calculated her narratives are. No one does a documentary for the sake of it. It is almost always PR." Many argue that airing such intimate details, especially concerning Tommy's personal struggles, is completely inappropriate. Some suggest it could be as a form of revenge or an attempt to profit from the private matter.
I don't think this is the best idea, and you're literally just monetizing a breakup.
This is a good opportunity for me to sit down and actually say how I actually feel.
And a good opportunity to make a fuck ton of cash. Let's not forget, that is one of the driving factors of this, for sure.
All in all, some of the clips from this documentary come off extremely manipulative.
For everyone else, it's news, a bit of like gossip, but for us, it's real life. Your whole world just feels like it's over.
It's very ironic she says this, because this is a decision that you made. You aired this breakup publicly by choice, and you've aired your whole relationship publicly by choice and profited massively from it. You are continuously airing more and more dirty laundry on the situation, and it's coming across very manipulative because she's using the eyeballs from this situation to promote her new clothing label, Mae. She begins the doc reminiscing better times shared with Tommy Fury, the time she first met him on Love Island.
It's Tommy, yeah?
Tommy.
I'm Molly, yeah, Molly Mae.
I'm well, thanks, how are you?
Yeah, really good. Your eyes are like amazing.
Likewise. You are amazing.
Thanks. So how old are you? Only...
I don't really believe in love at first sight, but I've really fancied him. He was like completely my type, and he was just, I don't know, just a really good looking guy, and I was like, ooh.
Then we immediately cut to her and Tommy having an argument.
Tommy and I have still been communicating because of Bambi. I'm not even having this conversation with you. Like, I actually am not having this conversation with you. I will always respect him. Oh, I'm gonna hang up the phone if you're gonna be like that. Okay, all right then. Honestly, what the was that about?
The argument is cut off, and it may not be trying to show one person in better light than the other at first glance, but the idea of cutting from happy moments to the present argument is purposefully manipulating the viewers into feeling sorry for her and buying in more into their whole situation. And the fact they show they still speak despite not being together could just be her being completely transparent about co-parenting with an ex-partner, but it's known all too well that ex-partners still speaking after a relationship leaves plenty of room for them to get back together, and it can be interpreted as her planting the seeds into the viewers that they are gonna get back together, which is a very popular theory amongst viewers, that this is all a stunt to bring more eyeballs to them during this breakup, just for them to later get back together. She then moves on for her breakup temporarily to discuss her new fashion label and the pop-up event they're doing for it.
The shirt, I've done it to the £5 that you wanted, but you are really suffering. I know you're not going to want to reduce quality.
No, reducing quality isn't an option, so I'm not gonna like this conversation.
You're getting a stress rash?
Yeah, I am getting a stress rash. Our shop's here, and there's all shops here, the jewellery shop's here, and people will exit here. This is on the other side, so say the shop's in here, right? So we need someone to walk these people round, and then when they get to the front of the courtyard here, this is where they show their ticket. And if you don't have a ticket and you're at the door, you're not getting in.
That SQI.
I think you overthink the process.
While it's quite funny to see them describing a pop-up shop like it's rocket science, it could be deduced that the general point of the clip is to show she's getting really stressed out over the whole situation, because then she goes on to talk about how she's feeling all the pressure from being a single mum. Is it a coincidence they try to portray her job as really difficult and stressful right before a clip of her discussing the troubles of being a single mum? This could come off as a tactic to make her seem more relatable and to win the hearts of the people out there, while she's benefiting from all the viewership the breakup situation is bringing this documentary, and to her clothing label.
He has been popping around just to see her.
Do you kind of look forward to seeing him at those times?
I mean, you know, it's all so fresh, and like, I feel really traumatized by like the last couple of months, and like when I see him, I see all that trauma.
She goes on to describe very valid feelings of Tommy, but if we analyse a bit deeper, it just seems to be planting seeds of them getting back together, as Molly doesn't completely shut off the idea of seeing him again. She just expresses that she feels traumatized by the last couple of months they've had, and seeing him reminds her of that.
I think he hopes like in the future that we will be back together as a family, but...
And what do you think?
Obviously, I never ever wanted Bambi to come from a broken home, and because I did come from a broken home.
Because I would always jump to his defence.
Why? I don't know.
Because he was your life partner. At least this time, he knows you're serious now.
He does know I'm serious, and he knows that like, I'm not going to stand for it.
And he needs to be serious in his response and how he deals with it.
Time is the best healer, and these feelings don't last forever, so if Tommy and her are still seeing each other, it leaves room for them to have that discussion once she's better healed. It may mean she'll answer her mum's question differently in a few months' time, and that conveniently could be around the same time the spring doc comes out, which could be dedicated to them getting back together, and it would make this whole thing look exactly like what it's been criticised for, a PR stunt